Hello, Mr. Sergio. Sorry, I only know the English language. I do apologise. If you could type it into me in English, I might be able to do it. Hang on. Well, according to Google Translate, you've just put in the chat, I like tomatoes. So, there you go. I like tomatoes too. Well done, sir. Well done indeed. Well, it's going well so far, TB. Yes, so far we've had a guy come in who says he likes tomatoes. Yep, yep, yep. This is what I came on YouTube to do, you know. Yes, to be a famous celebrity, and here I am. Yes, I like tomatoes. Well done indeed. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hookster Talks with me and TB the bear. Oh, I love you, TB. I love you. You're so cuddly. Oh, you're so cuddly. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, nom. Yummy. You're so yummy. I want to put you in my tummy because you're so yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh, I'll go sleep with TB now. Let's go sleepies. Let's go sleepies. Maybe someone will turn up. Maybe someone will turn up. We'll just go sleepies. Let's go sleepies. 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 What? Oh my goodness. Someone's turned up. Someone's turned up, TB. Hello, Mr. Will F1. Welcome to the show. We're a little bit down on numbers tonight because one of our members is not here right now. No, he's on holiday. Holiday. I'll give you two guesses to work out which one it is. That's right, it is really quiet, isn't it? So you see, I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze. I've got the fan on my back. Chew! There it goes. I'll give you two guesses which one it is. Seeing as how it's really quiet. Can you guess? Congratulations to Plynal and his spam comments, says Will F1. Congratulations. KD, yes, yes. For that you get a free wave from TB the Bear. TB the Bear, TB the Bear, everyone's favourite bear. Boom, boom, boo, 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 boo. Yes, Mr. KD is has left the building temporarily to go on holiday. Yeah, he decided to take his holiday in Chatham. No, not really. Not really. He's gone abroad somewhere. I'm not going to say where because we're live streaming. But he's gone abroad. There you go. Only for 4 days though, and he'll be back. Joy! Congratulations to Max Verstappen on winning the Austrian Grand Prix. Well, I think you're probably going to be right there. Lots of people saying last couple of days online that it's going to be Max's race. Well, I think it's going to be. Congratulations to Lando Norris on crashing out of the Austrian Grand Prix. Yes, well done, well done. Norris will crash into the ball structure at the side of the track. America. No, he hasn't gone to America. No, he hasn't gone to America. He's gone to somewhere closer than America, in fact. Closer than America. He hasn't gone that far away. I don't know if I've got one here actually. No, I haven't got one here. That's a shame. I was going to give you some visual clues, but I haven't got one in the office here, which would be a huge visual clue. Monaco, yeah, that's where he's gone. Monaco. He's gone to hide out with all the hoi polloi. Yes, all the rich people of Monaco. He's going for a visit to see the Prince of Monaco. Yes, and they've even let him have a test drive of an old Formula 1 car, and he's going to be driving. But no, none of that's actually happening. No, that's just all in my head. Yes, none of that's actually happening. No. That would piss me right off. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Because just like me, we both love Monaco. Both love Monaco. Yes. So, no, he hasn't gone to Monaco. He hasn't gone to Monaco. No. Right, let's talk some gaming news for a minute, because I've had a few people contact me in the last week about this game that I'd never actually heard of. I think I may have posted it in the YouTube comment thread, whatever it is. Don't know if you saw it or not, but yes. Let me see if I can get it up on screen. I'd never even heard of this game, which is very unusual for me. See if I can get over. Wait, didn't I do this last week? I think I did this on stream last week, didn't I? Oh god, yes. The Alzheimer's is kicking in now, Dave. I'm sure I did this last week. Arse Racing Championship 3. I did that last week, didn't I? Yeah, I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did that last week, didn't I? Yes. Let's not do it again, Dave. Let's just rewind that bit and pretend it never happened. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Hookster Talks. Where is Lionel Plessy, Will? What will you do if Josh ever turns up on one of your streams? I'm not quite sure, to be honest. Not quite sure. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Been a long time. It really has. Really has. Now, I'm just going to promote something for a minute here. I've just started a Discord channel. Yes. Naked TB. Oh, yes. I've just started a Discord server. So if anyone would like to join, please feel free. We've got a few members, not many, but we got a few dedicated members, most of them from this channel, of course, fans of the show. But we got a few members over there, so yeah, it's proving to be pretty good as well. I'm quite enjoying it. I sort of posting over there as well. I did say at the start that I wouldn't be checking it every single day, but then I forgot that I enabled notifications, so I'm getting emails every single blinking 5 minutes that someone's posted a comment. So I've got to sort that out because otherwise I'm literally going to be over there all the time. But yes, so feel free to join my Discord. I'll tell you the name of it. It's weird, it's wacky. It's called F1 Games PlayStation Server. That's the one, and that is my Discord. I've set it up for two reasons. One, because a lot of people have been asking for me to set one up, so I finally got around to doing it. And number two, in the league that I'm on a Monday night, a couple of lads on there want to do play the game on PC, which you can do now because of the what's it called? Multiplay? No. I've forgotten the name of it, but you can do that now through PC on PlayStation, because they want to use their free screen setups or something. I don't know why they can't be content with one screen is beyond me. But anyways, that's what they want to do. And of course, you can't then have the PlayStation chat working because obviously they can't be on a console and a PC both at the same time. So I've set up this Discord so that if they want to join from PC, they can, because the Discord audio can come out through the PS5. Only problem is, if we all go over there, there won't be any sound on a Monday night during the streams, unfortunately. But as the streams are getting about 15 views a video, I don't think I'm going to prioritise that. We might be able to sort it out where we can get the voices into the PS5 after the race. It'll just be during the race that it will be. I think you'll probably still hear my voice, but that'll be the only one. So anyway, that was my little advert. Go and join my Discord. It's great. It's great. It really is great. I don't know how many members I've got now. Not that many. About 10, I think. Something like that. But it's good. It's good. Fernando Alonso is still sporting a moustache. Is he really? Is he really? Well, there you go. Joe needs to get a grip. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. So, Mr. Will F1, as you're the only one actually here tonight, I have one question, and that is: have you got F125? Are you playing F125? And what do you think about it so far? Because I've got some faults on the game myself. I've got some faults. So let me know if you're playing it. While you answer that, I'm going to look at the F1 news. Also, are you doing the My Team? Because I do the My Team every single year. The only reason I do it is so that I can save the setups ready for the all seasons when it transfers over to there, so I haven't got to go for the all seasons and start sorting through the setups. I basically just do the default setups. I do a tiny couple of tweaks, but that's why I do one season of My Team just to get the setups ready for the all seasons when I eventually get onto the game. So I'm 3/4 of the way through the first season of My Team, and I have some faults. I have some faults. I've been playing F125. I'm doing driver career mode, not bothering with My Team. Nice. As I say, I'll pass on my faults to you here if you ever decide to do My Team. But I'm about I think around 14. I think I'm at the moment of My Team, something like that. As I say, the only reason I'm playing it is so I can sort the setups ready for the all seasons when I eventually get onto it. But my faults are this: you've got your F1 manager games, and then you've got the Codemasters games, two distinctly different types of game. This year they've tried to basically go the F1 manager route for the My Team, and it hasn't quite worked. My problem with My Team is that it's very there's so much to do that you're getting bored with doing it all, if that makes any sense. But there is so many things you've got to go, and to be honest, I don't think a lot of these things that you're doing actually are making any difference at all. It's just, it's just the usual EA way of things on the screen that you've got to click on, but I don't think they're really making much impact to the way the game is playing, to be honest. And so that's my only problem with My Team. It's very complicated, and literally between the races you've got to spend something like 6 or 7 minutes just sorting out the housekeeping duties that you need to do before you move on to the next Grand Prix. And I'm on about round 14, as I've said, and I'm starting to get a little bit annoyed with it. I mean, it doesn't matter to me because I'm only going to reach the end of the season and I'm not going to do any more anyway. But it just seems to be annoying that there's so many things you got to keep doing, and they've changed it now where you don't just buy a part and bolt it onto the car. You first got to research that part, and then after a couple of weeks then you can then buy the part and then put it onto the car. It's just really a delayed sort of way that it was done before, and that's not impressing me either, to be honest, that you've got to research it first and then put it on 2 weeks later. So yeah, it just seems very overcomplicated. I know it's My Team 2.0, but it just seems very complicated to me, and there's so much going on that, as I say, 5 or 6 minutes between each race, you've literally just got to sort out stuff you got to do. Now, the one thing I do like about My Team is the fact that you can swap each driver, which is what I've been doing. I've been doing one as I think I've got 2 drivers because that's all I can afford. One was Mark Webber, multi 20. Yes, he's my first driver, and the other one is that bird off of Breaking Point, Callie May or whatever it is. She's my second driver, and I've been alternating between the two. So one race with Mark Webber, one race with Kelly Mayer, and obviously there's lots of permutations in that of like crashing and not getting a good qualifying position in. But despite me flicking between the two, Kelly Mayer is like 20 points down on Mark Webber, which is weird. Yes, she's about 20 points down. So all I can say is bloody women drivers. But I'm driving the car. Well, I'm driving the car every other race anyway. So yeah, it's just a little bit weird. But I do like that aspect where you can drive each other's car. The only problem is with that, I mean, I've only started on quite a low difficulty level. I think it's only on like 70 or whatever, because that's how I always start the F1 games. I always start really low and then sort of slowly increase it over time. So I'm only on about 70, and the problem with that is when I'm driving as myself, I do really well. I mean, I'm finishing a regularly like 5th or 6th position in a car which is a midfield car in terms of specs. So I'm finishing 5th or 6th place, but my teammate, whoever car that I'm not driving in that race, the teammate is only finishing 14th or 15th. But as soon as I get in the car in the next round, I can get it back up into 5th or 6th again. So there's a lot of balancing issues there. I mean, obviously that would probably be altered if you up the difficulty, but you know, just at 70%, there's a lot of issues there with balance, and you're always doing a hell of a lot better than the AI can do in the same car, which, yeah, I think there's a few problems that need addressing there. Anyway, so that's my team. I just thought I'd share that with you if you ever decide to do it. It is very, very complicated. Very, very complicated indeed. And I haven't touched the driver career because, as you know, I should be saving that for the all seasons, because I like to go straight into that with no preparation whatsoever. The only preparation I do is, as I say, getting those setups all done, so I'm ready to go and I don't have to worry about putting setups onto the car. But apart from that, I go into it with zero prep, just like I did for 24. I hadn't touched that driver career, and I went straight into that not knowing what the hell was going on. So yeah, I should be doing the driver career, which I think once again will be the better option than my team, to be honest. I mean, I haven't been impressed with my team for the last 3 or 4 years because it's all been the same, and now they've revamped it. I just get the impression playing it, I'd rather just play F1 Manager, you know, to be honest, than do it like this. I know there's lots of things you can drive the car yourself, which is good, that you can't do on the F1 Manager games. I understand that, but still, it's just very convoluted, and it takes a hell of... I mean, if you get a race at the moment, because I'm just getting these setups done, I'm only doing 5-lap races. So it's not, you know, I'm not doing any 25% or anything like that. I'm doing 5-lap races. But even then, it takes a hell of a lot of time just to get one round done. If you're doing a one with a sprint round in it, okay, I think you get three laps for the sprint round and then 5 laps for the main race. But you've still got to qualify. You've still got to qualify, which is, you know, the sprint qualifying and the main qualifying as well. If you do all that, and you've got to do the housekeeping before the race as well, like the 5 or 6 minutes, I think it's clocking in at nearly an hour just to basically do a 5-lap race. By the time you've done everything else and the sprint as well, it's taking me pretty much an hour. I think I timed it and it was like 55 minutes or something, and that's just a 5-lap race. And I'm like, geez, this is going to take forever. Anyone doing a 10 seasons on my team, it's going to take them forever in time wise. I mean, you know, unless they're really bad and spending like 4 or 5 hours a night just on F1, it's going to take, oh my goodness, huge amount of time. So that's basically my faults. I've got some other faults as well. I am liking the handling. I'm on medium traction control, which is what I love, because I hate the full traction where you're just basically a scale electric stuck on the track, aren't you? Basically, I do like it. It is a little bit twitchy though. The medium traction is a little bit twitchy, and I have found that the tyre wear is increased. on medium traction. Now, hopefully over time I will improve and get the tyre wear done. But when I'm doing my league racing on a Monday night, I'm on medium traction, and I'm pretty sure one of my main opponents is on full, and he is absolutely destroying me because I'm running out of tyres. So I might actually have to do the league race on full traction just to get that tyre wear to a good level. It's unfortunate, and I don't want to do it, but when you're racing against someone who's on full traction and you're on medium and you're burning through your tyres twice the rate that he is, obviously he's going to beat you, isn't he? Even though he's on full traction, because he's got all that tyre life left, and I just can't do it. I'm getting like 5 laps out of the soft tyre, and then they're completely gone. So yeah, that part of it is a shame, but everything else, yeah, I think it's definitely a step forward. I've been battling with the AI quite a bit, and the AI does seem to be improved. I haven't yet done like a 25, 35%, 50% race to see whether the DRS trains are still on the game. I haven't been able to test that yet. I will at some point test to see whether we're still getting the DRS trains. Hopefully not, because 24 was just absolutely a bore fest in that department. So yeah, apart from that, pretty impressive. It's definitely a step up from 24, definitely, and if they could just improve on that, it would be great. Now, of course, we've got to talk about the wet weather, because the wet weather is pretty disastrous right now. The AI are like 2 seconds a lap faster, so they've really got to sort that out. I remember in previous games, though, they've had problems with the wet weather driving. I think it was 22 and they had to bring out a patch because the AI were just so fast in the wet. So that's one thing that's annoying me. Wet driving is okay on medium traction, but it's very slippy, and because of that you've got to drive even slower, and that means the AI are even faster. So yeah, the wet weather definitely needs balancing. It's way too overpowered for the AI at the moment. Hello, Mr. Regal. He says, I don't care when I'm with my baby. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh my goodness! I better hang on. I better answer this question, because he told me earlier he's on his own data or whatever, and it might run out. So I'll get back to the rest of the comments in a minute, because you're all in on your Wi-Fi. Mr. Paddock 969 says, hi, popping in very quickly. Wi-Fi here in Poland is appalling though. There you go. Now he's just told you all where he is. The goat was always showing up. Yes, he was. Yes. So there you go. Look at these. Look. Wait a minute. We've got a little bit of synergy here, because Paddock 69 is in Poland, and look who's just come into the chat. It's Polish Eddie. Yes. There you go. Polish Eddie's not in Poland. He's in the US. But there you go. Look at that. Mr. Eddie, he is currently visiting your home country. Is Mr. Paddock 69. There you go. So I'll get back to the previous comments now. F125 says Will is on the same level as F123, decent but nothing more than that. True, I'd agree with that. F125 looked quite alright when I played it. I've enjoyed the F1 Manager games and I still play them. Agreed. F1 Manager games can be time consuming, but if you know what to do, it doesn't take long. Yeah, I did find them very time consuming, but yeah, if you skip through a lot of it, you can get through quite quickly. Kevin Magnussen was box office. For F1 Manager games, I just find the setups for every track online and choose the ones that are 100% or close to that. Means I don't spend much time on practice. There are settings in that game that are slightly strange, to be brutally honest. Yes, I agree. F1 Manager only really becomes time consuming before the first race of the season, when there's bigger gaps between races. The goat was always showing up. Yes, of course he turned up. Hello Shane, welcome to the stream. He says, have you got Racing Simulation 3 on PS2 yet? No, I haven't got it yet, mate. No, I've had a look on eBay. I've got 3 or 4. It's PS2 games are pretty much about the same price on eBay, between about £3 and a five or something like that. So there is a lot to choose from on there. So yeah, I will be getting that soon, and I will give that a little try out. Anyway, hello Mr. Posey. He says hello, oh mental one. Yes, that's me. That's me. Hiring staff and manufacturing, designing cars are the only things that are a bit time consuming on F1 Manager. But as I say, when you know what to do, you'll do it faster. Posey says, say hello to Priscilla for me, my friend. Hello, Priscilla. Hello. Hope you're all well, Priscilla. That's a great name, isn't it? Great name. Yes. That reminds me of that film. What was it? Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. One of my favourite. Did I just say that out loud? No. I didn't mean that film. I meant Die Hard 6 or whatever it was. Yeah, Die Hard 6. That's my favourite film. Not Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Why would I even know? All I can say is Terence Stamp. That's all you got to say. Terence Stamp. Someone should give KD tickets to Monaco 2026. Yes, they should. Posey says Poland is the place to be. There you go. Yeah, I've got another friend of mine in the UK. He's always going to Poland. He is always going to Poland. So it must be good. Otherwise, you wouldn't keep going back, would you? Will says Paul Ricard is getting bombed. KD will be gutted. Joke. Upgrading facilities on F1 Manager isn't time consuming at all, to be honest. There you go. We get freaky in the garden. Desert is too hot. Nice. I like a bit of freakiness. Yes, I like a bit of freakiness. While you're all here, I'm just gonna plug something for a moment. Don't worry, I haven't gone to the dark side. No, I'm not selling adverts. Don't worry. No, this is just a plug to myself. I have, after being asked numerous times, like, get on with it, Hookster. I have launched a Discord server. So if anyone wants to join me on Discord, please feel free to. Yes, I've got a really wacky and imaginative name. It's called F1 Games PlayStation Server. That's the one. Yes. So yeah, please feel free to join me on Discord. I'm on there. I've got a few members, not very, I think about 10, something like that, but we're getting there. I've only just started. Some people have been on Discord for about 10 years. I certainly missed that boat. I don't know when that ship came in, but it certainly sailed for me, because I've really actually just started. But anyway, yeah, I'm on Discord. So if anyone wants to join, please do. It's free. You don't have to pay for anything. No. And yeah, so I'm on Discord. Yeah, as I've said, the only reason I'm on Discord is because some of the lads on the league racing that I do on a Monday, they want to play on PC, and that'll be the only way we'll be able to talk to them. We'll be on Discord on the PlayStation, so that's why I've set up a Discord server. But I thought, well, while I'm setting it up, I might as well get you lot involved in it as well, and you can come over to there and talk to me as well. Now, as I've said in the comments, I'm not going to be checking. Well, I said that, but so far I've been checking it every day. But when it calms down, I'm not going to be checking it every day. So if you want to leave me comments on YouTube as usual, because that's the main place where I am, is on YouTube. But yeah, I shall be on Discord as well. So join me on there. Yes, it's well manned on Discord already. I've only been on there since Monday. Madness, man, madness. Mr. Regawa says British Grand Prix next week. Yes, it is. Maybe the best ever track, Silverstone, or at least a candidate. Oh, I do like Silverstone. It's a great track, I have to admit. A great track. I did prefer the old circuit though, but there you go. These kids have to change things, so what can you do? I did prefer the older one, but you know, it's still a great circuit. The first European race in 2026 is Monaco, KD's favourite. Yes, Suzuka and Spa are my two favourite tracks ever. Now, I'm with you with Suzuka. No, sorry, I'm with you with Spa, but Suzuka, for me, I just don't get on with it. Just don't get on with it. Playing it on the game, very, very slow. I just don't get any fun out of it. And yet I used to, but it's very, very weird. But Spa, oh my God. Absolutely love Spa. If there was a way to have Spa 24 times on the F1 game, I would input it. And I would say, yeah, let's do Spa 24 times. But unfortunately, those rotters at Codemasters won't let you do that. No, you can't repeat tracks. One at a time, you can't even put them out of order. So it's very, very disappointing. But yeah, I'd have 24 Spas, because Spa is just my favourite. When you dip down that hill, climb up into Radion, into Eau Rouge, oh my God. That corner is just epic. Even on an F1 game, it's epic. So God knows what it's like in real life. It must be mind-blowing, mind-blowing. Well, Jack Villeneuve can tell you, because he spent most of Spa in 99 upside down. So yeah, mind-blowing. Great track. Of course, you would say Norris's home track is your favourite. Because mine are that and Spa, and they're back-to-back. Belgium and Hungary are back-to-back. Belgium is 3 weeks after Britain. My liking for Silverstone predates Norris's arrival. Shane says, okay Dave, there's another unlicensed Formula 1 game you've probably never heard of, and it's called Warm Up on the PS1. I don't know what the game is like because I've never played it. Warm Up. Well, I'll tell you what, that's another one I've never heard of. Still back-to-back. Sire's favourite ever Monaco Grand Prix is 2025. I don't count races as back-to-back if there's a 2 or 3 week gap between them, to be honest. He's got a point. He's got a point. Yes, back-to-back means that it's 1 week after the other, as far as I can recall. Yeah. If it's the next race, but it's 3 weeks later, I'll have to agree with Will on that one. Yeah. Lol, it's probably either 16 or 22 actually. 11 is the debate. Paddock United says, I hear Rosset has been a huge help to your F1 98 attempts. Don't get me started on that. Any of my regular viewers will know that every Halloween I do a 100% race on F1 98. Yes. Now, I always record them around this time because it takes so long to edit them. It's unbelievable. It takes weeks and weeks and weeks because it's a 100% race. And unfortunately, I've got to go through every single lap of that race to see if anything happens. So it takes. So I do them now. So I've got plenty of time before October the 31st to get it done. So I'm doing F1 98. I did F1 98 last night for about 2 hours. 2 hours. And some person in the chat right now gave me a suggestion for a driver and said Ricardo Rosset. So I'm driving as Ricardo Rossi. I don't think I've given the game away because, you know, you'll see the video in October anyway, so it's not really good. So I should be driving as Ricardo Rossi. But this car is slower than treacle. And he comes back at me and says, but they're all the same. I don't know. When I'm driving as David Twat Coulthard, at least it feels like it's fast. But as Ricardo Rossi, it's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Anyway. So I did it for 2 hours last night, and then I gave up. I did 4 attempts in the end. First 3 attempts, I think I managed about 5 laps. Now, just to tell you what it's all about, in 100%, there's 71 laps on this special track that I choose. 71 laps. So I think I got about 5 laps in, and then you get crashed out because I've got the damage on full. It's on full damage. Lots of people play F1 98, but they cheat and they turn the damage off. Ash. So yes, but I don't cheat. No, I do it properly, and I've got full damage on. So I lost about 5 laps, 3 attempts. I thought, right, time's getting on. I'm going to do this last attempt, and if I keep going and I just keep going, I get to half distance, then I stop, and then I'll just leave the PlayStation 3 on and then come back to it the next day and finish off the race. That's always the plan. I don't go all the way through because it takes God knows how long to do. I've never reached the end, so I don't know. But I got 17 laps into the 100%, and I got crashed out. 17 laps, and those 17 laps felt like about 45 minutes. So God knows how long that 100% takes. But anyway, 17 laps and I crashed down. I went, right, that's it. I'm done for the night. But I do a lot of attempts. I do show a lot of attempts in the video. So I won't be able to do any tonight because time I finish this stream it'll be too late. So I should be back on it again on Friday. And then next week I've got Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday. Friday will be my, if I don't get it done, Friday will be my final attempt at F1 98. Hopefully I'm going to do better than 17 laps. Otherwise that's going to be the video, 17 laps. Yes, so I'm hoping, dear God, I do more than that. Now, after I've said all this, I'm not going to tell you how it went afterwards because otherwise it's going to spoil the video for later. But these are just all test races, it doesn't matter. But yeah, 17 laps in, got crashed out, and I went, that's it, right, I'm done for the night. So I shall be back on it on Friday and see if we can get that done. I've been doing this, I don't know, 4 or 5 years now, I think. So anyway, it's just such a pain in the arse. It really is such a pain in the arse. But we will persevere. Yes, we will persevere. Bloody hell. The comments have scrolled up so far, I've missed them. Right, here we go. Paddock 69, that's what I was talking about. It's back to back, says Mr. Regatta. There you go. And I'm sticking with it. Not back to back weekends though. I won't be on here very long. Wi-Fi is shocking. I need to be up early tomorrow. No problem. Cool. Sire's favourite American race is Miami 2024. Sire's favourite Dutch Grand Prix is 2024. Poge Eddie says, oh yeah, by the way, I just got a PS5, so we might have to link up soon as I can do some race. Yes, nice one, Eddie. Yes, come join us. Come, oh, you're on American time as well, aren't you? So yes, well done. So when I'm racing at 3 o'clock in the morning, my time, it'll only be like 8 o'clock in the evening for you, won't it? So yeah, come join us, mate. Come join us. Fantastic. We need more people. We're a little bit down on numbers because unfortunately the latest F1 game only came out on the PS5 and a couple of lads didn't have PS5s, so we're a little bit down on numbers because one of them did get one, but the other one is still umming and ahhing and pontificating about whether to get one or not. So yeah, we're a little bit down on numbers. So yeah, come join us. All that happens is that Joe, the bloke in charge of the league, he'll just take you out for a couple of laps. So basically, if you could just, it's nothing to do with how fast you are. It's basically if you could just steer the car forwards, you're pretty much in. You're pretty much in the league. Yes, and that's all he does. He just takes you out for a little test of about 3 or 4 laps like that. But I say it's nothing to do with performance or anything like that, how fast you are. It's just whether you can drive in a straight line, which is one of the requirements for the league. You have to be able to drive in a straight line. But apart from that, you're in. You're in. So if you get it all set up, send me a message and I'll have a word with Joe and sort that out. It only takes about 20 minutes. Joe's had another kid as well, so he's got 2 kids now, so he's very, very busy, as you can imagine. So yeah, it'll be literally 20 minutes tops and he'll be gone because the kids will be shouting at him. That one was a decent watch. There you go, so you're wrong as always. Zandvoort is a favourite of mine to drive, says Paddock 69. Yeah, it's another track that I just can't get the grips with. It's very weird. It's a nice track, but it just doesn't do it for me. Sire's favourite Singapore race is 2024. I like driving Zandvoort, says Will F1. Yes, I like driving it as well. It just doesn't like me. Very weird. Miami 24 was decent. Zandvoort, only 23 was good, to be honest, out of those 4. I like driving Hungary. I like driving Monaco, says Will F1. How long will it take you to get onto JV's game on the PS2? Now, as I've mentioned before, PS2 games, unfortunately, because I haven't got a backwards compatible PS3, the look of the PS2 game is very, very bad indeed. It's very poor quality. It's not even worth watching. I've got one video, I think on F1 2001 or something. Anyway, the picture quality is absolutely appalling. It's like looking through a frosted glass window. It really is. And there was nothing I could do to improve it, because that was the quality of what I was being presented with. So I decided to go to emulation for PS2 games, because the good thing about emulation is you can actually upscale them to 1080p, 4K in fact, but I'm not going to bother to go to 4K because I've got nothing that works on 4K. But 1080p you can actually upscale all PS2 games to, which is great. And I've done it, I've tried it, it works great. I'm currently running F104 through emulation and it works brilliantly. So all the PS2 games I will be doing through emulation. So that Jack Villeneuve, what's his name, all I've got to do is put that on my PC, because I've got the disc, and I can run it through emulation. Now emulation is on the same computer that I'm talking to you guys on, so I can do that whenever. So as soon as I've got this F1 98 finished, I don't think there's anything else. Oh, you wanted me to do F1 something with F1 Race Stars, but that'll only take one night, so that's quite beautiful. So as soon as I've done F1 98 and F1 Race Stars, I'll be finished with the PS3, so then I can concentrate on the PS2 games, so I can get straight onto them. Because the beauty of emulation is that you can save at any point whatsoever, which is just a godsend. Because I mean, I'm doing this F1 98, you can't save the game, you can't save it at all because it's on PlayStation. So I've got to do either the whole thing, or as I say, I put it into two chunks. I do half and then the other half, but I have to leave the PlayStation on all night and hope that I don't get a power cut or a slight disruption to the power. You know, when you get that little dip in the lights, that's enough to turn the PlayStation 3 off, and so I have to keep doing that. But with emulation on the PC, you can save it at any point, so I can literally do 10 laps, save it, come back and do another 10 laps. So I can do the Jack Villeneuve on there. I'm not doing 100% on Jack Villeneuve. That I don't even think it does it, to be honest. I'm just going to do a review of that game. But when I get to F1 2002, which has been requested for 100%, I should be able to do that through the emulation. I can do it 10 laps at a time. So that's not a problem. That doesn't take the time up. It's these ones now that I've got to do the 100% races on the F1 98. They take a long time, but that's why I'm doing them first. So yeah. Won't be too long. Won't be too long. Singapore, I'd probably choose 2019. What do you guys think? Yeah, that was a pretty decent one. Zandvoort 22 was quite a good race. Mercedes versus Verstappen that race. Yes. Actually, no, 2010. Sire's favourite Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is 2024. Anyway, Dave, what's the F1 game like? Have you tried it yet? I have tried it. I am quite impressed with it. I've got a few things that I'm not too impressed with, but overall it is definitely an improvement on last year's game. As I say, I'm not too impressed with the medium traction control, because it seems to make the tyre wear a lot worse than on full, which is I'm finding a little bit of a problem in the league that I'm in at the moment, but we'll sort it out. Overall though, it's definitely an improvement over 24, but then that was a pretty low benchmark, so you know, but if they can build on this, it's got a good foundation. So if they can build on this year and year, and they could end up, you know, with a pretty decent game. Having said that, of course, we've got the new regulations next year, it's all got to be reset, so it's probably going to be rubbish again, but we live in hopes. But overall 2025 is definitely an improvement on 2024, definitely. And I'm definitely enjoying it more. The AI are a hell of a lot better than 24. I mean, they were just like rigid scale electrics stuck there. They didn't move. They just didn't move unless you were really pushing them. They just sat there and didn't do a thing. And they didn't seem to fight with each other either, which was very, very weird. So yeah, definite improvement. But if this is the foundation, because obviously you've heard all the problems with Codemasters and having to shut down their studio, and they're back to one studio again. If this is the foundation, then yes, this is what they need to build on and improve it from there. That's what I think anyway. Me and Will agree on something. Can't be possible. I know. But the thing is, you had to go to Poland to get you and Will to agree to something. If you'd have been still in this country, that wouldn't have happened. But now you've gone to Poland, you finally agree on something. Abu Dhabi 2012 was almost goated, says Mr. Rugara. I think the problem is with the player. Things I do, honestly, things I do for you perishing kids. Do you know how much? 2 hours I was on that freaking F1 98, and that's what I get. That's all I get. Oh, the problem's not this. It's you, TB. I need a cuddle. Can I call you Daddy, just like they called Mr. Trump Daddy last night? Can I? Daddy. God, that was sickening, wasn't it? God, that was sickening. Oh, TB. They're having a go at me, TB. They're saying I'm old and useless. Yes, they are. They're saying I'm old and useless. I'm not old and useless, am I? You go back down there. Unbelievable. I do enjoy driving Monaco, says Will F1. No, it's in the 20s and 30s on my favourites list, but first for Charlie Williams. It's horrible on the modern Cody's games. It's decent on the earlier games, though. Monaco, that is. Yes, I agree with you. Monaco on F1 97, everyone. Monaco on F1 97 is absolutely brilliant. Come back to Poland, Eddie. It's a million times better than the dunghole that is America. Yes, there you go. Joe can't keep it in. Congratulations to Lewis Hamilton on continuing his 100% podium failure rate of Ferrari. Hamilton 0, Ferrari podiums washed. Got to do F1 2002. Yeah, I know I got to do F1 2002 as well. Yes. I did actually have to look back through Facebook, and for some unknown reason they deleted all the messages, but I've got them back, so I can see the one where I did the suggestions for videos. And yeah, I know I've got to do 2002, but once again I can do that through emulation, so I can 10 laps and pause it and come back to it later, so it's not a problem. Gasly is a bang average driver. I agree. Ocon is an average driver. I agree on that. Bottas is going to Cadillac. Yeah, I've heard that. Bottas to Cadillac. Max is a dirty cheat, says Paddock69. TB is naked. Yes, he is. Let's go. Bring back Bottas. Perez will be better for Caddy, since he's decent in midfield cars. True. Let's settle that debate between Bottas and Perez that everyone seems to be having. Go Perez. Bottas is like Ricardo, should stay well away from F1 and definitely outstayed his welcome. Right, before I continue, I'm going to write that game down. Warm up on the PS1. I've never heard of it, but then I'd never heard of PS3 either. Bottas is like Ricardo, should stay well away from F1, definitely outstay his welcome. Bottas was mostly finished by the time he left. He was. Bottas will finish 26 in a 22 driver championship because he's terrible. Bottas was finished by 2020 already. A few decent performances, but nothing great. I agree. Right, let me see if I can find this. PS1. Well, holy Christmas. I've actually found it. Bottas was shit in his last 5 seasons apart from the first half of 2022, but that the car was so good rather than him. Bottas was rightfully and deservedly pointless in 2024. Poor Valtteri. Bring back Bottas, bring back Bottas, bring back Bottas. Okay, I found it, everyone. Don't bring back Bottas. Okay, I found it. That's good to hear that F125 is an improvement on F124. I hope to get the game and I can have a go at playing the game. Yes. Bottas isn't serious enough to be in F1. A little bit like the game show. Right, anyway, I found it. Warm up. Let me slide the chat over for a minute. So here it is. Warm up. Warm up. Oh, it's another Lancor. They of course did F1 World Grand Prix. What's it? Yes. Funky music. Might be copyrighted, so we'll mute it there for a minute, but we'll still look at the gorgeous visuals. PS1 game, don't forget, PS1 game. Look at that. Well, at least the cars look kind of Formula 1-ish. I've never even heard of this game. Never even heard of it. Oh my goodness. Is that Monaco? Is that Monaco? Could be. Could be. Wowzers. Wowzers me trousers. Look at that. Look at that. Looks decent. Looks decent. Well, they always look decent in the intros, don't they? Oh, look at that cockpit view. Look at that cockpit view. Fantastic. Is this intro ever going to finish? Hello? Hello? Intro? Obviously not a licensed game because of the liveries, as you can see. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think I just heard thunder. Okay, if that thunderstorm gets any nearer, I'm going to have to break off. But we're alright for a minute, because we want to see warm up. Cool, that's the longest intro ever, isn't it? What the hell? Oh my god. Wow, great crashes. I must admit. Right, I think we can go back to the audio now. Wow, I bet you that's not what it's like in the game. I bet you that's not what it's like in the game. Christ, this is the longest intro I've ever seen. This is probably as bad as F105. I thought that was bad with butterflies and hurricanes, but oh, here we go. Finally. Right, hopefully this guy's going to do a bit of gameplay as well. Hope so. There we go. Here we go. It's warm up, lads. It's warm up. He's gone for arcade. He's gone for the easy route, arcade. Silverstone. Yes. Go for it. Oh, this is emulation. Look at that. Crystal clear picture. I've got to do this one. Oh, black flag, black flag. He's not a very good driver, is he? Oh my god. Yeah, track's over there, mate. It's a shame he's done it in arcade mode. I'd like to see what the Grand Prix handling's like. Oh look, we got a car flying up in the air above. Above us. Where was it? Oh my goodness! It's like driven all over again. I don't know what that noise is. I'm presuming it's slipstream. Last lap. I wonder if you can do 100%. No, no. Well, yeah, I got to get that. I've never even heard of it. Warm up. I think, unfortunately, that's the only video we've got on YouTube. We've got a PS1 review. Oh no, we got some more. Wow, it's got a cockpit view. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, I might have to add that to the list. Warm up. So there you go. Let's get the chat back up. Bottas isn't serious enough to be in F1, a little bit like the game show. I'd rather Cadillac sign Mick Schumacher, says Will F1. Had the odd performance where he was close to points, but still fairly obvious he didn't have it anymore. Perez and Palo, I say. Hell no, shut up mate, says Mr. Rugara. Or Drogovic, keep the Americans link in. Races in 2020 like Monza, Turkey and both Bahrain races showed how much Bottas declined. I don't know if Palou wants to leave IndyCar, he's winning everything there, and several races in 2021. As Crystal Racing said, more spins than Millie Cyrus and a wrecking ball about Bottas for Turkey 2020. I've seen some people saying Bottas and Perez would be a great lineup for Cadillac. Lol, I want them to be at Cadillac. Shane says, I'm often curious to know when classic cars are going to return to the F1 game, because we haven't had classic cars in an F1 game since F1 2020. Well, Shane, unfortunately, I don't think they ever will. If you notice, there's been no classic cars since EA took over 2021, and I don't think they're going to return, because one, the licensing for classic cars is horrendous. It costs a lot of money to get licensing to put those cars into the game, and two, the return for EA just isn't worth it. So they're spending all that money for classic cars and they get nothing back for it. I mean, obviously they could charge you for buying the classic cars, but everyone's going to see through that ruse and just not bother. So making the cars in the first place would be pointless. So they know that. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't think the classic cars will ever return. I think that's going to be it, which is a shame, but there you go. Bottas is the worst driver to win multiple races since Johnny Herbert. Johnny Herbert. Yes. I remember Bottas dropping off a cliff at Monza 2020 for literally no reason. Bottas has been dreadful since 2020. Caddy needs something like Perez and a young gun. Nah, Fizzy Keller, Perez and others exist. Bottas is worse than Hulkenberg as well. Not going to lie, I'd say Eddie Irvine was slightly worse. 99 aside, he was pretty average. Yeah, I'd agree with that. He was pretty average. Although some would say Bottas, Massa. Irvine was solid enough at Jaguar. I can't remember. Honestly, I can't remember. I can remember him being at Jaguar, but I can't remember how well he did. Give Hulk a podium already. Bottas was never a championship contender. Irvine was, at least. Irvine never turned into a reject like Bottas has. It will never happen, but we can dream. Irvine's career was kind of weird. Still pretty poor, but multi-race winning standards generally though. Worst multiple winner since Herbert is probably Fisichella. Irvine lucked into that title battle, never really felt genuine. Worst multiple winner since Herbert is Bottas, 100% absolutely no doubt about it. 3 wins, never really got close to Alonso, at least Perez had Sakia 2020 and Monaco 22. Bottas is worse than Fisichella. Cannot get there. Bottas is worse than Hulkenberg. I'd say Eddie was slightly worse. It was basically the equivalent of if Lewis had gotten injured, the car would have probably have kept him in some sort of contention in that situation. Maybe Norris might be the worst, or at least he's in the conversation. Fisichella was very good in midfield cars in the first half of his career. Worse than Hulk, yes. Worse than Philly, to be honest, Fizzy was cack in top running cars more so than Bottas. Bottas couldn't step up in a situation like that. At least Irvine did, and Ferrari won the Constructors' Championship as a result of some of his results. Yes, he's still like 85 or so out of 872. He's just the worst out of those. Bottas was cack in championship contending cars as always. At the fastest cars, he only scraped 2 wins together, not great. I'd say Bottas was a little better than Irvine, but I don't know. Bottas would never almost win a championship no matter what happens. He'd find a way to bottle everything. Bottas only had 3 wins in the last 2 years at Mercedes. Irvine didn't really step up, more so McLaren were just handing in opportunities through reliability as well as Mika being his usual overrated bottle job self. Irvine never had the fastest car on the grid. Bottas had that, or at least joint best car for 5 years. I'm honestly in between as to whether Irvine stepped up or not in 99, to be honest. Shane says, well, that's quite sad because I've always enjoyed driving the classic cars in F1 games. Yeah, me too, but I'll say unfortunately I think that may be it for the classic cars. I'm not saying they won't make a return in some capacity in the future. Obviously, you know, if the sales get really bad one year, they might just bring back a couple, but to actually have like a full lineup of classic cars like we had, I think it's back in 2017, wasn't it, where you had loads of them, I don't think that's ever going to happen. Irvine was closer to Schumacher in 1999 than the other seasons before Michael Schumacher's crash. He did occasionally, but McLaren helped him greatly with their blunders. Irvine did somewhat step up, I would say. He was slower than Salo on occasions. Still though, Irvine didn't crash out of 2 wins. Bottas is enormously overrated. Yeah, I'd agree on that. I think he's enormously overrated. So let's go to the F1 news. Let's see what we got. George Russell says Mercedes talks with Max Verstappen are delaying him being something. Let's have a look. Are delaying him from being offered a new contract. Seriously, are Mercedes after Maxi boy? Surely not. George Russell is in the final year of his contract with Mercedes. The Brits suggest Mercedes' pursuit of Max Verstappen is delaying a new deal for him. Oh dear. They won't get Max. Russell has been one of the outstanding drivers on the grid this season, consistently appearing to maximise the performance of his Mercedes' acclaimed victory last time out in Canada, along with 4 podium finishes before that. The fact that Mercedes have not extended the 27-year-old's contract, which expires at the end of the season along with his teenage teammate Kimi Antonelli's 1-year deal, has been a surprise to many in the paddock. Both driver and team have repeatedly played down the significance of a deal not having been agreed, but speaking ahead of this weekend's Australian Grand Prix, Russell for the first time admitted it would help him. Asked whether talks over a deal were ongoing, Russell said, yeah, a little bit, no major updates yet. It's not something that that I'm pressing massively because, as I've always said, the performance is the priority, and I feel the performance I'm showing at the moment still in line with the performance I've shown over all these years. I've got zero reasons to be worried. That's true. That's true. After Lewis Hamilton decided ahead of the start of last season that he would leave Mercedes to join Ferrari in 2025, Silver Arrow's team principal Toto Wolff made a very public pursuit of four-time champion Verstappen. Having ultimately given the seat to young Italian Antonelli after missing out on Verstappen, Wolff has since played down his interest in the Dutchman, repeatedly claiming he won't flirt outside of the good situation he has with his current driver lineup. Yeah, I agree. I think it'd be a little bit daft to get Verstappen into his team, to be honest. I think the people he's got in his team with Antonelli and Russell are the right fit, and if they get Verstappen in, that's going to be completely upset the apple cart, and that could turn into a very toxic environment, considering the spats that Russell and Verstappen have had, because obviously I don't think they'd get rid of Russell. They'd get rid of Antonelli, wouldn't they? Because he's still just a young rookie, although he's done very, very well. Russell obviously has been in there a lot longer, so they'd be teammates. And that would, oh my God, that would be a very toxic environment. So hopefully that's not going to happen. I can't see it happen anyway. They're not going to wrestle Max off a Red Bull because the amount of money it's going to cost them. So, not a lot happening in the world of F1, even though it's the Austrian Grand Prix this weekend. All seems to be about George Russell. But that's the top stories in F1. Wowzers. Wowzers. He was fine, I'd say. He didn't bottle it totally. We just got lucky to be that close in the first place because of circumstances. Irvine, that is. Even in the clear fastest car with his great teammate injured, Bottas wouldn't win the championship. He'd find ways to bottle race after race, along with being nowhere near fast enough. Massa was lucky in 2008. I fancy Bottas to scrape that 99 title in Irvine's position, to be honest. Though I'd still take some prime Bottas over Norris at the moment, even to be just a number 2. Massa should be glad Raikkonen's decline started in 2008 and the team were favouring Massa. I wouldn't, says Will F1. Agreed, Paddock 69. At least you know what you're getting with Bottas, averageness. Norris makes me want to swim in acid. Yeah, it's a very sad state of affairs being a McLaren fan, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Norris makes me want to swim in acid. Exactly. Hello, Mr. Scott Barnes. Welcome to the stream. Oh my goodness, not seen you for a while. Hi, Dave. The only time Dave is on the games is when a thread of Rachel Riley. Yes, Rachel Riley. Yes, I'm dead. Bottas was dreadful in 2020 and 2021. His second half of 2018 was also pathetic. Hot take. Mika is an overrated champion. Mentally, he was very weak. No, I agree with you. I remember Murray, what was it, Spa? Did Spa 9? No, not Spa 98. It was Spa 99, I think, wasn't it? When he crashed out. He's crying in the bushes. He's crying in the bushes. Always remember that. God bless you, Murray. Makes you want to swim in acid. Don't blame you one bit. Especially from 99 onwards. I disagree on Hakkinen. He was almost deleted and he came back and won 2 championships. That part I will agree with, Will. Yes, he was almost deleted. Very serious accident, wasn't it? And he did come back from that, so well done. I'd take a Russell-Norris swap. Apparently Hakkinen did die briefly, but then medical crew revived him and managed to restart his heart. Yeah. difficult situation for him there at the time. His second championship was absolutely pitiful given the car he had through the number of times he bottled it. Schumi would have destroyed him if he'd stayed. Yes. Hakkinen was lucky and unlucky. Raikkonen fans hate Hakkinen. Oh dear. He was awful in his final year too, I remember. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So there you go. Hakkinen wasn't awful in his final season. He was seriously unlucky that year. Oh, they're disagreeing again. The Earth has now started rotating once more. Yes. I don't hate him, but he's nothing amazing by championship standards. There's a few people that had Hakkinen over Vettel. There you go. There you go. There you go. Hakkinen have weaknesses, but he's better than the likes of Hill and Villeneuve. Hey, you can't say anything about Hill. I just made a movie about him. Just made a movie about Damon Hill. Yes. Yes. I don't think KD realises how close Hakkinen was to death. Yeah, I do remember that. He was well up there. I remember all the blood coming down his head in pictures. I don't know about you lot, but while you're talking amongst yourselves, I'm going to have a shave. Live shaving on the stream. What about that, eh? Here we go. La 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 la. Pull the fan off, unfortunately, because I haven't got enough. Ugh. I haven't got enough. Oh! Here we go. I'll turn my audio down. Hello? I just thought I'd let you talk amongst yourselves. So I thought, while you're doing that, I'll cut my hair because it's getting hot. Whew. I'm covered in hair now. Hang on, I'm back in a second. So you don't get that on the However channel, do you? That's better. Oh my god. Oh. It looks horrendous, but I couldn't see what I was doing, so yeah. It's good enough. It's good enough. Right, where do we get to? I mean, that's pretty obvious. I do think the crash weakened his mental state. Experience like this will leave some black marks, to be honest. Irvine's career was blue, bunch of retirements. Actually, no, Paddock 69 is correct. Physically, you've been saved by Irvine. To be honest, I'd put Mick in his own category. Not as good as the GOATs, but better than the lucky champs like Hill, Button and co. Button was actually pretty damn good, to be fair. What are we watching, says Paddock. You're watching a very old man shaving his head. Yeah, and his beard. Because it's hot. That's what you're watching. Quality entertainment. Quality entertainment. But Fizzy Keller is next. Meanwhile, someone is losing hair they don't have. That's correct. To go with their marbles. The moaning Yorkshireman, we need you here. Yes. Dave's losing it live on stream. You know, when you were saying about experiences that will leave marks, Will, I think we're experiencing one right now. This isn't a traumatic experience. We came here for Dave, not Voldemort. That's it. That's it. That's it. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Why is Dave doing this? So he's paid by Mercedes to say how great Valtteri Bottas and how much he loves him. I'm beginning to think Paddock 43 were onto something. Bottas finishes 5th in the 1999 season in Irvine's situation. Bottas was cack at Mercedes. I hope there are no primary schools near. Christ knows what they'll think when they see that haircut. Yes, this is true. This is true. 5th is crazy. If I was paid by Mercedes, I'd say he's better than DC or something. 2 minutes until it's birthday. Until it's my birthday, according to Polish time. Well, happy birthday. There you go. Now we know why you're in Poland. Ferrari really wasn't the best car in 1999. Bottas couldn't win anything without the best car. 2 minutes till your birthday. Oh well, I'll have to stay on air there. Stay on air. It's cutting me hair. It's gone to my head now. My brain's shrunk. I'll have to stay on air for another minute at least, so we can all sing happy birthday to Paddock 69. There you go. There it is. There it is. It's 11 o'clock, but in Poland it's an hour 8, so it's 12 o'clock, which means it's the birthday of Paddock 69. Come on, everyone. Come on, TB, we need you as well. If I'd have known this, I would have baked a cake. Yes, I would have baked a cake if I'd known. Yes, probably not best to ask the contents of said cake. Just go with it. Yes. But here we go, everyone. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I can't. Hang on. I want to do a. I want to do a funny one. I'll get it off the interweb. Right, here we go. Happy birthday to you. You live in a zoo. You look like a monkey. And you smell like one too. Here's the one I remember from the 70s. Happy birthday to you. Squash, tomatoes and stew. Bread and butter in the gutter. Happy birthday to you. I think that's it. There you go. Let's get the bunting out. Yay! What's this? Alternative happy birthday lyrics. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday, dear Paddock 69. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. So let's put it in then. It's June, isn't it? June 26. Oh. Damn. What year is it? What year is it? Tell me in the chat what year it is. Because I'm going to give you some interesting information about what happened in this year. I don't know. I'm guessing 2025, 2015, 2005, 2004. Is that a good guess? I don't know. Let me know. What year is it? Oh, 23. Thank you. Now I've got to go backwards. That's 2025. 2015 is 10. 2005 is 20. 2004. 2002. 2002. 2002. Oh my god. Right, Mr. Paddock 69. You were born on a Wednesday. Your sign of the zodiac is Cancer. Your birth flower is a rose. And the symbolization of that is love, gratitude and appreciation. You're the Chinese year of the horse. And your birthstone is pearl. There you go. Estimated population growth in the world in your lifetime, more than 4.5 billion people. Oh my goodness. Billboard top songs at the beginning of the year you were born. Hanging by a Moment by Lifehouse. Hip Hop Blues Fiesta by R. Kelly featuring oh dear. Oh dear. R. Kelly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch. No, let's move on. Country songs. Ain't Nothing About You by Brooks and Dunn. Never heard of it, but it sounds fantastic. Academy Award nominees for Best Picture in 2002 was Chicago. Other best films in 2002 was The Gangs of New York, The Hours, The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, and The Pianist. The winner of the Nobel Peace Prize in 2002 was Jimmy Carter. Fantastic. Man of the Year for 2002 was The Whistleblowers. World leaders in 2002. For the United States we had President George W. Bush. For Britain we had Prime Minister Tony Blair. For Canada we had Jean Sheridan. I can't do the rest. There you go. There's your birthday and the year you were born. Fantastic. Ferrari really wasn't the best car in 1999. I'd say it's the best car, but anyway, drive all cars. So stop fanboying over positive every 5 minutes. Watching an old man have a breakdown live. That's true. That's true. Josh's birthday as well, says Will F1. Is it really? Wowzers. 10 out of 10, Valtteri Bottas. So stop fanboying over Bottas. It's silly and annoying. Officially my birthday now. Yes, it is. 23. I'm officially past it. He's the greatest number 2 of all time. Bottas was rubbish at Mercedes. There are a few more important things happening now, Will. Yes. Why do we like Bottas so much? The best car in Formula 1 isn't a thing. The best car is a thing, Sayer, but as Bottas fan and Norris fan, you won't say that. 2002, I was born. Thank you. My very old brain actually worked that out. Yes. My very old brain worked that out. But I had to do it on my fingers. Because I think he's a solid racer. He does some cool things. I was born in 2002 as well, says Will F1. Congratulations. Congratulations. One of the best years for Formula 1. No, wait, the other one. Yes, the other one. 25 less than in 2025 is 2000 for an easy start. Thank you, Will. Thank you, yes, for that maths lesson. Because you know I can't do maths. That would have been so much easier to work out if I'd have seen that message before I started working it out. We are finished, Will. Look up Josh's birthday year. The Pianist is apt given where I am right now. Yes. Look up Hookster birth. No, nobody wants to see that. Look up the top news stories on the day I was born. They didn't record news that far back. Oh, very funny. For Josh, look up Yorkshire events in 1994. Look up the top news stories on the day I was born. Here we go. Top news stories. Get myself over there a minute. Top news stories on the day you were born. Mr. Google's going to tell us all about this. So this is going to be great. On June the 26th, 2002, major news stories including the WorldCom accounting scandal, a federal court ruling declaring that the Pledge of Allegiance Jesus Christ, unconstitutional due to the under God clause, and I think the AI has gone a bit crazy here, and the Houston Rockets drafting Wei Ming in the What the hell is this shit? What the hell? Listen, let's get past all that shit and the soccer as well, because I don't do soccer. The most important thing on the day that you were born is that the Disney animated movie Lilo and Stitch was released. There you go. So forget about all the other shit. That's all you need to know. Oh my god. Boxing. Lennox Lewis knocked out Mike Tyson in Memphis on the day. Apparently. I don't know. But what the hell all that other shit was, I have no idea. That was weird. Famous deaths. Well, I've never heard of any of those. No. There you go, you're a Generation Z. Z. Oh, the #1 song was by Nelly. Wait a minute. And in the UK it was, oh my goodness, it was Elvis versus JXL. There we go. This is it. Oh, it's the end of the show anyway. Time's nearly up. Here we go. You can have 10 seconds. I'm just getting to the chorus bit. Hang on. Here we go. You can have 10 seconds and that's it before I get copyrighted. This was the song that was #1 the day you were born in the United Kingdom.
A little less conversation, a little more action, please. All this aggravation ain't satisfaction in me. A little more fight, a little less fun. A little less fight, a little more fun.
That's enough. There you go. Wowzers. Look at events on the 6th of... No. It's football, not soccer. I was born the 27th. Dave's looked up the wrong... Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. Yeah, that's right. That's because I'm looking at me clock on me computer and it says 26. One day's not going to make a difference. The song would still be #1 because it's #1 for a week, isn't it? So there you go. Still be #1. Dave's looked up the right. All right. I was forgetting the blinking Polish time and the English time, and I looked down and saw 20. Whatever. It was close enough. Anyway, that's it, everyone. Thanks so much for watching for another Hookster Talks, which contain live shaving. Yes, which you won't get on the other channel. No. In fact, you won't see that on any other channel, ever. No. Thanks so much for watching. Wind up Josh and tell him he's 35 years old. Well, he is, isn't he? He's got to be getting on a bit. I've seen pictures, and he's definitely getting on a bit. Don't know how old he is, but he's definitely getting on. Definitely getting on. Actually, you saying that, he just sent me a message. The Moaning Yorkshireman just sent me a message. Hiya Dave, I've been trying to download both methods. Oh, that boy, I'll tell you, that boy. Very soon you'll be seeing a video from me about the Moaning Yorkshireman. Don't worry, because I've already warned him. He's on 2 strikes. 1 more strike, and he gets his very own of the week. Yes, and I'll explain the video why he's getting an of the week. 31 Josh's, I think, is he? Oh dear, oh dear. That's practically ancient. I remember on my 31st birthday, I've got two nieces who we're having a birthday party, and I can't remember how old they were. I think 8 and 9 at the time, something like that. Anyway, I think it was 8 or 9. I'm just trying to work out the maths actually, because they're 20, 27, something like that. Yeah, it probably does work out about right. I'd say 8 or 9. And I think it was my 31 or my 33rd, something like that. It was a 30s birthday. And do you know what they did? They turned around, because they were like doing happy birthday, and they went, "Oh, how old are you?" And I went, "Oh, I'm 31 or 33. And they both together went, "Oh my God, how can you still be alive?" I'll never forget that. Yeah, how could you still be alive? Back in the Ice Age. Back in the Ice Age, yes. I don't think records go back as far as when I was born. No, I think they stopped them. In fact, they started records about 2 days after I was born. Yes, just to be sure, just to be safe. Anyway, thanks so much for everyone for watching tonight. Dave was 31 in the year 2000. Thanks, Will. Thanks for letting me know. 31 in the year 2000. Oh my God. I can't do maths, so I'm just going to say yes. You're right. I was. I haven't got a clue, but yes, I was. And thanks for making me feel old. Old. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching tonight. This Hookster Talks. Thanks to Paddock69, who's currently in Poland right now on his birthday. And just, I mean, you know, you won't get this on any other YouTube channel. Actually, a live happy birthday from me. You won't get that. There's no other YouTube channel on the planet that's going to do that. I just hope you realise that, young man. Not another channel on the planet that would do that. So yes, happy birthday. What did Josh message you about? Right, let me explain very quickly. The of the weeks that I send to him, I used to send by email. But the trouble with email is there's a 25 megabit limit on anything you send. And most of those of the weeks in the last few years, because they've been a little bit longer, they last about 10 seconds or whatever, they've been going past the 25 megabit limit, which is a pain in the backside. And also I had to send into them separately, 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 emails with the of the weeks on. So this year I decided, right, I'm gonna find something else that I can send them to. So I found online a program which is completely free, up to 2 gigabytes, which is quite a lot. You could send a film to someone using this service, if you can get it under 2 gigabytes, which you should be able to do. So it's pretty decent. So I thought, well, I'm going to use that. It's called We Transfer. It's completely free. The only problem is the person at the other end has to download it within 3 days. 3 days they've got to download it. That's the free service. If you pay for it, you can go for forever before I download. It doesn't matter. So I got 3 days. So I explained this to Josh, and of course the advantage of that is I can send all 3 of the weeks in one go as well without having to ponce around with 3 separate emails. So I said this to Josh at the beginning of the year. That's now my new method, because and he said, "Oh, great, lovely." I said, "But don't forget, you've got to download it within 3 days." That just won't be a problem. It won't be a problem. Twice he's forgotten. Twice he's forgotten to download them, and of course after 3 days the link expires and he can't download them. Now he's contacted me again saying, oh, he can't download them again. Now I can't say anything this time because WeTransfer did send me a message saying there was a problem, so I can't moan at him this time. So it looks like I'll have to send it to him again. But I've told him one more proper strike when he forgets to download them, and he is getting his own of the week made by me, and that will be a video, and he knows this as well because I've told him. So because it's only fair. He gives all the F1 drivers 3 strikes and they're out, so it's only fair that he gets 3 strikes as well. So one more time and that's it. He gets his very own of the week, which I shall be taking the piss out of him royally. So there you go. Josh would if he live streamed. I don't think Josh wants your Wii. He'll forget again. I know he will forget again, because 24 races in a season is a lot. I know he's going to forget again. I say this time I can't moan at him because I did get an email saying there's been an error. So, and he says he can't download them, so maybe that's correct. There probably is something wrong at their end. But the next time he properly forgets, after 3 days, he gets an of the week. It's 5. Oh, is it 5 strikes? I thought it was only 3. It's 5 strikes. Okay, well, we'll count this one as well. Okay, this one we'll count it. So that's 3 strikes he's had already. Okay, so he's got 2 more, and then he's getting an of the week. Also, why are you trusting that bird brain to remember anything? You know what? I ask myself the same question a lot. I mean, come on. 3 days. He's got 3 days to download a file that takes 30 seconds because that's how big it is. It's about, I don't know, 69 megabits. That's like a 30-second download. 3 days, and already twice he's forgotten. I'm about to re-download them again. I say this time I can't moan at him because there was a problem at their end. But I'm still going to give him that strike. I'm going to give him that strike, lads. He's going to get 3 strikes. So he's only got 2 more left. And then that's it. He's going to get his very own of the week. And I shall put it on YouTube as well. Probably as a short because it won't be very long. But yes. And I shall be taking the piss out of him royally. Because, oh my God. How could you forget after 3 days to download something? He'll still forget 2 more times. Oh yeah. I'm actually hoping that he will, so that I can do this of the week. I'm hoping that he will forget. I really do, and I'm pretty sure he's going to, because it's been, well, it's 3 times now, because I'm going to include that one. This one, I'm going to include it. Yeah, it's 3 times now. So yeah, hopefully he will forget again. Yes, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Actual fact, while I'm here, I'm gonna do it again, lads. I'm gonna do it again. Otherwise, I'm going to forget to do it. So I'm going to send these files again to him. It's a bit of luck I don't delete them, innit? Otherwise we'd be in serious problems. Because there's no way I'm going to make these again. They take like 45 minutes to make anyway. No way am I going to make them again. But I do save them for about a week. Right. Let's put his name. Email. that one. Shall I tell everyone his email live on stream? Not capitals, Dave. Not capitals. Small letters. Da da da. So, let me know in the comments. Is there actually an error, as he's saying in this message, or do you think he's forgotten again? Let me know. What do you think the answer is? Do you think, because I sent them to him on Monday, it's now Thursday, so it's expired again anyway, and he's telling me, oh, there's a problem. What the hell? At gmail.com. Right, email is ready to go. Title of the week's Austria. Transfer the 3 video files over. Like so. Like so. And we will continue transferring. 40%, 50%. See, it's like 30 seconds, that's all it is. There, it's done again. It's done again. All done. Live on my stream. So before I send that message, right, Will says this isn't an error. That's it. All done, live on my stream. They all say it's not an error. You forgot again. And send. There you go. I've sent that to him on Facebook. There you go. Will says he forgot again. Of course he forgot again. It's been 3 days, so it would have expired anyway. Again. Oh my god. I do like that comment. Why are you trusting that bird brain to remember anything? Used to be 3 strikes, then so many drivers get disqualified at decrease. Oh, I got you. This isn't an error. I think we know the answer. He's been on tour with the lottery winners, so he forgot. If he forgets to download these files again, give him 2 more strikes. I will. Yeah, I will definitely. If he forgets again, I'm going to give him 2 strikes, and then I'm going to make that off the week video. Yes, I'm going to do an off the week, you know, with the beep 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 with the siren, and then his face, which I will butcher somehow. I'll put some big eyes on it and what have you, and then it will cut to me, and I'll probably be standing over there doing a piss take of him doing his crawl wall or whatever. Hi guys. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do because I think it's justified. I think it's justified. Yes, I do. I think it's justified. I mean, you know, I think 3 days is enough time for anyone to remember to do anything, to be honest. I think 3 days is enough time. Come on. I think it is. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always. Thanks to Will F1. Thanks to Paddock69 live with his birthday in my stream in Poland. Yes. Will F1. Thank you to Mr. Regala as well. Was in the chat. Who else did we have? Just scrolling up. No, we didn't have. Pliner wasn't in there tonight. Wasn't in here tonight, was he? He doesn't turn out every week though. I know. Scott Barnes. Hello, Scott. Well done to you. Haven't heard from you. And Shane was in there as well. Thank you, Shane. Yes, I probably will be getting that game, and the other one as well. Oh, Polish Eddie. You can forget Polish Eddie was in the stream. Oh my God. I think it's everyone. That is everyone. So there you go. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. You have been awesome as always. Grand Prix, of course, on Sunday. Austria. Well done to Max for winning it. And it's a goodbye for me and Mr. TB. Watch out for the weekend. Well, not if you're in Poland, because you'll probably be all right. In the UK, it's going to be very, very, very hot on Saturday. 34 degrees apparently, which is blooming hot. So be careful for that on Saturday. And that's it. I'll have to go now. See you later, Bob Blob. Well, thank you very much. I'm going as well. So on that bombshell, I will say good night. Thank you, everyone. You've been awesome as always, and I'll catch you on Sunday now for the All Seasons. Don't forget the Discord. Don't forget to join that if you can, because it's great. Yeah, as in a disaster. But anyway, thank you, everyone, and good night.